Hello everyone and welcome back to yet another Python video. In this video we're going to be talking about random numbers. So first, before you start anything, of course you need the random import at the top. And let me demonstrate how to use random numbers with a few examples. So for the first example, we're going to let the Python program choose a random number between 1 through 6. So kind of like you're rolling a die, right? So x, of course, you have to define a variable or declare a variable, sorry. And then you use the random function and then rand int. And you need to set the arguments 1 through 6. And let me just print that here. Print x, you run it, you get 3, run it again, 5, run it again, 1. So as you can see, you're getting random numbers from 1 through 6 every time you run it. So that's the first example. We have another example, and as you may notice, I'm using rand int here, but I won't be using it here, and you'll see why. So the second example, random numbers between 0 to 1. Y equals to random dot random. And you don't put anything in the parentheses and you run it. Wait, sorry, let me print y, and then you run it. And as you can see, you're getting random decimal like a random floating point number from between 0 and 1. So here we're using rand int, which means integer, which means it has to be a whole number, right? It can't be a floating point number like this. It has to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, like that. But here we're just using random, and it's from 0 to 1. It's automatically between 0 to 1. You don't need to put 0 and 1 here. And as you can see, it is a decimal because I didn't put rand int. If I put rand int, it would be a whole number, not a decimal. Moving on, we have another example. Say you want to play rock, paper, scissors with the computer. So first you have to make a list. So my list, rock, paper, and scissors, and z equals to random dot choice, and then we pass in my list as the argument, and then we want to print z. So what I'm doing here is, first of all, I made a list. I declared a list, and then I added 3 elements within the list: rock, paper, and scissors. And then I made a variable. I declared a variable, and I used the random method, and it chooses a random. The choice method within the random method chooses a random element from a non-empty sequence. So as you can see, this is a non-empty sequence, and we're gonna be choosing something from my list, and it's gonna be in z. So we need to print z. I hope that was easy to understand, because I feel like I explained it terribly. But as you can see, you print it once and you get scissors. And let's say we want to choose rock, and let's see what the computer chooses. Rock. I chose rock, and the computer chose scissors, so I win. Again, I win. Again, now the computer wins. And it's just random, as you can see. Rock, paper, scissors, over and over and over again. We can also demonstrate this with another example, a bigger example. So we can have like a deck of cards, basically, and we enter them in a list. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you have a jack, a queen, a king, and an ace. Sorry, there we go. So you can shuffle the cards. So random dot shuffle, and then you pass in the cards as an argument, and then you print the cards. So as you can see right here, they're in order: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king, ace. And you have the random function, and you want to shuffle them. So you shuffle the cards, you pass in the cards as your argument, and after you shuffle them, you want to print them. So after you print, as you can see, they are very, very random. You print them again, random. It's just shuffling randomly. So that's basically it for this Python video. I hope you enjoyed this video or learned something new, and if you did, please like and subscribe and stay tuned for more computer science and Python content.